Sup, I'm L, and welcome to the 1K sub Q&A! I really can't thank you guys enough for 1,000 subscribers. This is just, it's such a monumental moment for me, and I really can't thank you guys enough for it. But I can try by making a Q&A thing. I haven't done one of these before, and it kind of turned out pretty decently. It's going to be a shorter Q&A than what most people would expect, but that's good for me because editing these types of videos is just so bad, man. You know how tedious it is making avatar animations in Vegas, so it's not even actual animation? God, man. Anyways, let's get started. Myalex says, think you'd do a cringe watch reboot? Hell no. God, no. The whole reason CW ended is because the editing was so hectic. Weekly uploads with animations, live commentary, of which I'm fucking abysmal at, and 30-minute plus recordings that have to be edited enough so that it doesn't get blocked on YouTube. And even then, that's not enough. I mean, shit, if I were to do a CW reboot, I might get my channel terminated for real. I mean, like, I guess if I got someone else to do the editing and it wasn't a weekly thing, then maybe I'd do it. But no. As it stands now, no way I'm doing a CW reboot. No. And what is your next remix gonna be? That's not a V2. My next non-V2 remix is gonna be in December. X says, why does Notepad only show up in May and not in any other month? So when Notepad became my, I guess, object Sona, I was really excited about it because I never had one and I could never decide what to make my object body. So I was like, I want to celebrate this epic moment and embrace this new character. And I decided to do all of this in April, but I waited until May so it wouldn't just be, in the middle of the month. There would be a definitive start and a definitive end. And then it just kind of stuck, and I didn't really want to make it any other month, and frankly, I think it would be weirder if I started changing it now. So, yeah, it just happened to be the next month over, and that's about it. Hangout Yoshi Guy says, what other videos would you want to post? I mean, there really isn't anything I have planned other than just more remixes. I mean, like I said, I'm not very good with reaction type videos, live commentary, that kind of thing. I do want to make another custom source. I've been wanting to do that for a real long time now, but I just haven't been making it. I need to collect samples for it, and I haven't been doing that, so I don't really know when that's gonna come. So just more remixes for the time being, I guess. When was the last time you've been on Discord? I mean, most of my Discord activity is just reading notifications on my lock screen. I'm definitely more of a reader than a typer, but hey, my DMs are always open, and that's pretty much the other half of my Discord activity anyway. Have you ever had a dream that you want them to do you so much you could do anything? No. Darkness Spartan says, when you started to like rock? Pretty much all my life. Yeah, Korn's Coming Undone was my first nu metal song, I think. But I've always been in the metal/rock scene. When I was a kid, I listened to stuff like The Joker and the Thief, Click Click Boom, 3 Days Grace, How You Like Me Now. I actually only discovered Slipknot in the 6th grade. But yeah, metal and rock has always been a part of my life, always. Where does last come from, and why is L upside down? Well, the reason I called myself the last Spartan Remixer was because when I was 13, I thought I was going to be the last person to ever join the SR community. Because, one, I remember listening to Spartan Remixes back in, 2008. So I was like, surely 7 years later, there's no way it's still going. And two, all the people I was listening to when I was 13 had been in the game for years, like Alex and GGS, now TGS. And I hadn't really seen anyone new at the time, so I thought it was dying out. But I still wanted to be a part of it, and so I thought I would be the last one to join. How wrong was I? Now I call myself the last Spartan Remixer because I'm going to be the only one left. And as for why the L is upside down, it's an interesting story. Back in 6th grade, again, my mate Talk was also really into Slipknot and Korn. We still are. And it was actually his idea to start a band based on the two. He would combine the masked and many members of Slipknot and the gimmicky name of Korn. He would go on to call it Tail. Stay with me on this. We had to think of a 4-letter word that had 3 consonants and 1 vowel like with Korn, and Tail was the best we could get. So the 4 letters in corn, you got the consonant, the vowel, the misspelled letter, and the backwards letter. The K would become the Y, the O would become the A, the N becomes the T, and the R becomes the L. And we rode this thing up until like the 8th grade, when he went on to create other things that also don't technically exist yet, and it just kind of faded away. But before that, in 7th grade, when I decided to become a Spartan, I needed a name for my channel, so I decided to incorporate tail into my name, and I chose the upside down L. And I said, how am I going to make this one letter a whole name? And then I thought of the whole I'm the last Spartan to join thing, and the rest is history. But here's where it comes full circle. This channel came from Tail, but you know what came from this channel? TLSR, my non-Sparta music channel. So what started as an imaginary band spawned a Sparta remix channel, which spawned an actual music band that still incorporates that same L. And, interestingly enough, Tail and TLSR's lyrical themes aren't that different. TLSR's just more niche. So, yeah, that's why the L is upside down. LolSus4U says, what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Well, like I said, I wanted to be a Spartan for a good while, even before my middle school days. I just didn't have anything to make remixes with. Then in 6th grade, I got GarageBand, then I rediscovered Sparta, and I put the two together, and that's how it started. How long have you been creating content for? 5 years. We celebrated the anniversary a couple weeks ago, actually. Marash says, do you still enjoy making Sparta remixes? Of course I still enjoy making Sparta remixes. I wouldn't be here without it. Like, I genuinely don't know where I would be if I never rediscovered Sparta. I can't even imagine it. It's given me purpose. This community is everything to me. And I know that I rag on it a lot over on TLSR, and sometimes even on this channel, but that's just because I care. Because I believe that the people I write songs on can be better than the way they act now. That we can actually be a community. That we don't start beef over petty shit. And I know that's rich coming from me, but again, if this were a true community, we would hear each other out. We would listen to both sides of the story, consider everyone's input, and not threaten to take each other to court. Like the Kawakse incident. When we all came together to get him to revoke the claims, to get people's channels back, when we all did our best to help out each other, that really warmed my heart. It shows that this community very much has the potential to be something great. What's okay? Where the fuck is this speech coming from? All right. I think I'll leave it there for now. Yeah. So that'll do it. So thanks for watching. Thank you for your questions, for everyone that participated, and thank you all again so much for 1K subs. And I'll see you in the next life.